सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। 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 सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। Let's chant these verses together. मौनव्याख्या प्रकटितपरब्रह्मतत्त्वं युवानं वर्षिष्ठान्ते वसदृषिगणैरावृतं ब्रह्मनिष्ठैः आचार्येन्द्रं करकलितचिन्मुद्रमानन्दरूपं स्वात्मारामं मुदितवदनं दक्षिणामूर्तिमीडे वटविटपि समीपे भूमिभागे निषण्णं सकलमुनिनया त्रिभुवनगुरुमीशं दक्षिणामूर्तिदेवं जननमरणदुःखच्छेददक्षं नमामि. Yes, next one. चित्रं वटतरोर्मूले वृद्धा शिष्या गुरुर्युवा गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानम् शिष्यास्तु छिन्नसंशयाः. चित्रं वटतरोर्मूले वृद्धा शिष्या गुरुर्युवा गुरोस्तु मौनं व्याख्यानं शिष्यास्तु छिन्नसंशयाः. Yes. Vatataror mule chitram. Chitram. Chitram means vichitram, strange, wonder of wonders. Where? Vatataror mule, under that banyan tree. A great wonder is happening. What is the wonder? Vruddhaha shishyaha. All the Shishyas, the students, what is their age? They are Vruddhaha, old people. Which is the term which indicates that they were old? Earlier verse? Varshishta. Extremely elderly people. Vruddhaha Shishyaha. What about Guru? Gurur Yuva. The Guru is young. Which is the term which indicates youth of Guru in first verse? Yuvanam. I missed that term. Yuvanam. Guru is young. So Dakshināmurthy has taken a young form. The form of a youth. Why did he take that form? Of course, Bhagavān is free. He can take any form. So to indicate the agelessness of consciousness, he has taken that form. Body has age, body will grow old, but as far as consciousness is concerned, it has no age. To indicate that, he has taken that form. Okay. So this is a wonder. The teacher is young, the students are old. Generally, what is the case? Teacher should be old, because of his maturity, age, wisdom, etc. Generally, wisdom comes only when we grow old. But here, a strange thing is seen. So this is the first wonder. The first wonder is, teacher is young, the students are old. What is the second wonder? Gurostu maunam vyakhyanam. How is the teaching going on? There is not too much of talking. There is only silence. Maunam is the vyakhyanam. The whole session is happening in silence. This is the second wonder. And what is the third greatest wonder? Shishyastu chinna samshayaha. Those Shishyas were so great that they could understand that silence. Chinna samshayaha, all doubts gone. What is our condition? How much ever we listen, isn't it? So where is the problem? The problem is in the quality of preparation of mind. So these students, what is their quality? What is the earlier term used? Brahmanishtehi. See that? They had done so much of upasana that they were established in the Saguna Brahman. What do you mean establishing in Saguna Brahman? It means they had developed enough devotion, dispassion, concentration, everything. See, devotion is amazing. Don't bypass devotion, saying that, no, I like knowledge. It is this devotion which makes you fit for knowledge. Just a push was enough for those elderly rishis, and they understood. They were just on the verge. Who took them on the verge of knowledge? Bhakti Mata. It is a mother devotion who took them on the verge. And of course it is that same mother who took that form of Dakshinamurti in order to liberate them also. Right? Yes. Then next one, fourth one. Nidhaye sarva vidyānam bhishaje bhavaroginam gurave sarvalokanam Dakshināmūrtaye namaha. Nidhaye sarva vidyānam bhishaje bhavaroginam Dakshināmūrtaye namaha. Prostrations unto Dakshinamurti. Who is he? Nidhaye sarva vidyānam. He is a nidhi. Nidhi means what? Treasure. Abode. Abode of sarva vidya. Paravidya, aparavidya. Everything. Whether it is material knowledge or spiritual knowledge, he is the abode of all knowledge. Nidhaye. Bhishaje bhavaroginam. He is like the doctor. Bhavarogi. He is the doctor for all the sick people. Bhavarogis. What is the disease we are all suffering from? It is the disease of becoming. Becoming. We have all become. What have we become? Jivatmas. Our true nature is Paramatma, but we have all become Jivatmas. This topic we will discuss later. So, this is a kind of disease. So, we are constantly suffering from this disease in the form of Janana, Marana, Dukkha. Any disease, the result is pain. The result is suffering. So this Dakshinamurti, who is he? He is the master healer who knows the medicine for this disease. Gurave sarvalokanam. He is the guru of all the world, the whole world. To that Dakshinamurti, our prostration. Om Namah Pranavarthaya Shuddha Jñāna Eka Mūrtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshināmūrtaye namaha. Om Namah Pranavarthaya Shuddha Jñāna Eka Mūrtaye Nirmalaya Prashantaya Dakshināmūrtaye namaha. Who is this Dakshinamurti? In essence, who is he? Om Namah Pranavarthaya. He is the Pranava Artha, the meaning of Omkāra. If you have to use one letter for the entire Vedas. What is the letter to be used? Om. What does that Om signify? It signifies the Supreme Self. So, Pranavarthaya, he is that which is indicated by Om. What is indicated by Om? Shuddha Jñāna Eka Mūrtaye. It is the embodiment of Shuddha Jñāna. What is Shuddha Jñāna? Pure consciousness. Shuddha Jñāna means pure consciousness. That is what Omkāra is. Nirmalaya, absolutely pure. Free from avidya, kama, karma, etc. Prashantaya, absolutely peaceful. Peace, absolute. Purity, absolute. Consciousness, absolute. This is Dakshināmurti. To him, our prostrations. Right. Now, we enter into the first verse. This first verse is the essence of Vedanta. In fact, Gurudev says that the rest 9 verses are only the commentary on this verse. So if you have understood this verse, you can get up and go. Okay. That is the heaviness of this verse. Vishvam darpana drishyamana nagari tulyam nijantargatam pashyannatmani mayaya bahirivo bhutam yatha nidraya yas sakshat kurute prabodha samaye Mevadvayam tasmai Shri Gurumurtaye namaidam Dakshināmūrtaye. Tasmai, to him. Who is he? Shri Dakshināmūrtaye, to Dakshināmurti. Who is Dakshināmurti? Shri Gurumurtaye. He is none other than Gurumurti only, the Murti of Guru, Bhagavān, who has taken a form in the form of a Guru. Idam Namaha, this prostration. Now, who is this Dakshināmurti? Description is given. Yaha Sakshat Kurute, the one who has directly experienced in reality as it is, directly the one who has experienced. Not only he has experience, he is experiencing also. What is he experiencing? Atmanam. What Atmanam? Swa Atmanam. One's own self. Tasmai Dakshināmurtaye idam namaha. Yaha Swa Atmanam Sakshat Kurute idam namaha tasmai Dakshināmurtaye. The one who has experienced his own self. Now a question may come, what is so great about it? Every one of us, we are experiencing it. Tell me, who is there in this world who is not experiencing Swa Atma? Atma means what? I. Aham. The I, is there anyone who is not experiencing? Every one of us, we are experiencing, not only human beings. Even animals, insects, birds, they all have this I am so and so. So therefore, if this much alone is the thing, then there is no greatness about Dakshinamurti. Because every one of us is then belonging to the same category. Isn't it? We are all experiencing or not? Yes. We are all directly experiencing or not? Yes. But what is the unique feature about Dakshinamurti? See the adjective there. Advayam swa atmanam sakshat kurute. This makes all difference. What kind of atmanam it is? Advayam. What do you mean Advayam? One without a second. Non-dual. Dvayam, two. Advayam, no two. Non-dual. What does it mean? The self which is only one. Is that the meaning? Can that be the meaning? Self which is only one. Okay, Bhagavān, I understood. One self means the very same self is shining in everyone. This is what you mean to say? Understood. One consciousness shining in the heart of all. Mamatma sarva bhutatma. Correct? That meaning is also right. That meaning is also right. Of course, that is the result of knowledge only, no doubt. But here there is something deeper. What it means is, there is one eva also, you see. Advayam swa atmanam eva. Eva means what? That alone. That alone means what? There is nothing else. So what is this experience? This experience or this, this statement doesn't mean he is experiencing the self which is there in everyone. No. It is something heavier. What it means is there is nothing other than the self. Means what? The experience is I alone am. Swa atmanam eva sakshat kurte means what? I alone am. So now the student raises an objection. Bhagavān, how can you say that? You alone are? Yes, there is nothing. See, the very fact that you are Atma, the I, proves that there has to be something which is Anatma. Atma is the drashta, so definitely there has to be a drishya vastu, Vishwam, the world. Because this world, what do we experience? There is I, the experiencer. There is this world, the experienced. So how can you say you alone are? Very clearly we see there is me, the experiencer, the drashta. There is this world, Vishwam, which is seen. How can you make such a statement that I alone am? What does it mean? There is no world. I alone am means what? Swa atmanam eva. There is nothing else. It means there is no world. Bhagavān, how can you say that? It is so clearly experienced. You mean to say the world is an illusion? You mean to say the world doesn't exist? The very fact that I'm experiencing it, interacting with it, shows that the world is there. How can you make such a statement? Which is against my experience. Which is against all logic, reasoning. My dear student, the fact is a fact. This world doesn't exist. The student is confused. He is silent. So Bhagavān gives an example. What is the status of this world? What does Bhagavān say? This Vishwam is Tulyam. This world which you say it is so solid, so real, etc., it is equivalent to what Tulyam? Darpana Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam. This world is just like Tulyam. Like what? Nagari, a city. What city? Drishyamana Nagari, a city which is very clearly seen. But where? Darpana Drishyamana Nagari. Darpana means a mirror. My dear child, I accept that this world is experienced. This world is seen. Yes. But it is like the world, like the city seen in the mirror. Bas. I don't deny that it is not seen. It is seen. It is appearing, no doubt. But that city, that Vishwam, the world, is like the city seen on the mirror. Now what are the comparisons we have to take? So the city seen in the mirror, is it real or an illusion? It's an illusion. Point number 1. It is unreal. It is an illusion, though it is appearing. Point number 2. There is a law. What is the law? For any illusion to exist, there has to be a reality. Illusion cannot exist without a real substratum. This is a law. For example, the appearing snake can exist only a real rope. The illusory snake cannot just exist. For its existence, there has to be something real. The illusory snake appears only on a real rope. The illusory ghost can appear only on a real post. Isn't it? The illusory mirage water can exist only on, say, sand, real sunlight, whatever. Something has to be real there. So, point number 1, the mirror city. What is its nature? Illusion. Right? But if the illusion has to exist, there has to be something real. What is that real thing? What is the real thing? Mirror. Where is this city existing? Mirror city. It is existing in mirror. So is the mirror real or illusion? It's real. Illusion must have something real to exist. Here in this example, mirror is the reality, city is the illusion. Now, third point. What is the third point? as far as this example is concerned, there is an error with respect to location also. What is the error with respect to location? The city is outside, but it is seen inside the mirror. Where is the city there? Outside. But where is it seen? Inside. So there is an error with respect to location also. Now these 3 points you remember, and now we will see this verse part by part. So what is the nature of Vishwam? Just like this mirror city. Now see, number 1, Mayaya Pashyan. What is this Vishwam? It is seen, Pashyan. It is seen by, but how? Mayaya. So this Vishwam is nothing but Maya, an illusion. Mayaya Pashyan Vishwam. Vishwam Mayaya Pashyan. Next one, Vishwam Atmani Pashyan. See the next one. Vishwam Atmani Pashyan. Where is this Vishwam seen? In the self. So what is the law? If an illusion has to be seen, it has to be seen only on the reality. What is the reality here? Atma. Atmani means in Atma. Atmani Pashyan. So the Vishwam is seen in Atma. So what is the mirror here? Atma is the mirror. Vishwam Mayaya Pashyan. Vishwam Atmani Pashyan. The third one, Nijantargatam Vishwam Bahihi Udbhutam Iva Pashyan. Where is the world actually? It is inside. But where is it seen? It is seen outside. This world that we are seeing, actually it is nothing but the play of mind. Mind is nothing but thoughts. These thoughts are inside. But what is this Maya doing? That which is happening inside is projected as though it is outside. Exactly like in the mirror. The city is outside. Now, when you look into the mirror, it appears as though the city has gone inside. Right? See the comparison. The mirror city represents Vishwam. Mirror represents Atma. What is it that we are trying to prove? There is nothing else other than Atma. Now the student raises an objection. Bhagavān, I don't accept. I don't accept this. This example has a flaw. In fact, it has 2 flaws. What is the flaw? Flaw number 1, the city which is seen inside the mirror accepted that the city inside the mirror is unreal. But there is a real city outside which is only reflected. Accept that the inner city is unreal, but it is reflecting only a real city. So this example is not right. You said the world is not there at all, and you gave this example. But in your example, actually the city is existing. This is flaw number 1. Flaw number 2, this mirror city, I am not able to interact. Fine, it appears, but it is not able to fulfill my desires. There is an apple inside the mirror, I cannot eat it. It is not available. I cannot interact with the people inside. These things being situations inside the mirror, they do not fulfill my needs, they do not fulfill my desires. So therefore, how can you compare this with that? Whereas this world, it is fulfilling my need. This world, it is fulfilling my desires. When I am hungry, I can eat something and the hunger is gone. The hunger is satiated, the thirst is satiated. I can talk with people, interact with people. Others are useful for me, I am useful for them. How can you say this world is unreal? The example which you have given, this mirror city example, it will not satisfy this. Whatever is there inside this mirror city, it's of no use, I can't interact. So these are the defects of this example. So Bhagavān, I don't accept. Bhagavān said, is it so? Take another example. Yatha nidraya. Full stop. Checkmate. Second example. And a perfect example. All his arguments are silenced. Here nidra means what? It is not sleep, it is dream. It is swapnavastha. Yatha nidraya. Now apply the same logic to dream. In the dream, do you see the 5 elements? Yes. Do you see the infinite sky? Yes. Do you see yourself? Yes. I have a BMI. Do you see thousands of people around? Yes. Are you able to interact with the people? Yes. When you eat food in the dream, is your dream hunger satiated by dream food? Yes. Do you go through Shita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha, Raga, Dvesha, Mana, Apamana, the ups and downs, the pairs of opposites in the dream? Yes. You are able to interact? Yes. You are able to fulfill your needs? Yes. Therefore, will you say the dream world is real? Are you able to understand the logic? Just because you are able to interact doesn't mean that something is real. Just because you are able to fulfill your desires inside that plane doesn't mean that the world has to be real. Because in the dream world, everything that is happening in the waking world, it is happening in the dream world. So do you say that the dream world is absolutely real? Again, apply the same thing for the dream world. What are the 3? Number 1, Vishwam. What Vishwam? Nidra Vishwam, Swapna Vishwam. Mayaya Pashyan. Number 1. You are seeing that world, but it's a perfectly illusory world. Where are you seeing the dream world? In the dream it appears outside, but actually where is this dream world? Atmani Pashyan. See? Vishwam Atmani Pashyan. Where are you seeing? It is actually in me. And how are you seeing it? Nijantargatam Vishwam. This world which is inside, Bahihi Udbhutamiva, as though it has been projected outside. Nijantargatam Vishwam, Bahihi Udbhutam Iva Pashyan. You see? Now what do you say? Will you still say that the dream world is real? So my dear child, just because you are experiencing it doesn't mean that something has to be real. Just because you are able to transact doesn't mean it has to be real. Whatever is happening in the waking world, same thing can happen in the dream world also. In the dream world, you are seeing thousands of people. Every person has got a BMI. Every person has got the Pancha Jnanendriyas, Pancha Karmendriyas. There is interaction. You also have an individual mind. Everything. Whatever is happening in the waking is happening in the dream. So therefore, whatever logic you have set, this world is an intractable world, indulgible world. This doesn't prove your standpoint. The best example is Yatha Nidraya. Bhagavān, how will I know that this world is unreal? Because today, at my present state, actually this world is absolutely real. How will I know? So see the term, Prabodha Samaye. Take your example. Take the example of dream. When do you actually know that the dream world is an illusion? When do you know it? Prabodha Samaye. When you wake up. When you wake up means what? When you know yourself as you are. As long as you are thinking that you are the dream BMI, dream body, that is erroneous knowledge about yourself. It is a wrong notion about yourself. Till then the dream world will appear real. But the moment you come to know you are not the dream body, but the waking body, in the waking, that is called Prabodha Samayam. What is Prabodha Samayam? Prabodha Samayam means the time of enlightenment. Time of awakening. What is awakening here? Knowing oneself as I am. This is called as awakening. So there is nothing which you need to do in the world, but there is something which you need to do in yourself. Something must happen in you. What is that moment when you come to know that the dream world is unreal? What is that moment? That moment is not a happening in the world. That moment is a happening in you. What is that? That is called as Prabodha Samayam. The moment I know myself. The moment you know yourself, the reality of the world in front becomes clear. The moment you know yourself as you are, that very same moment the world appears as it is. You see? If there is an illusion here, there is an illusion there also. Illusion can project only illusion. The moment you come to know yourself, that very same moment everything becomes clear. The moment Jiva knows itself, that very same moment that Jiva comes to know the reality of Ishvara and the reality of Jagat. So what the Jiva has to do? Jiva need not know the reality of Jagat and Ishvara, which is something to separate from him. He just need to know only one thing. What is it? Let him know himself. Know thyself is the message. Right. Example, Yatha Nidraya. Observe that experience of dream. It is not that the dream world becomes a reality or an illusion and then you wake up. No. What comes first? You wake up. Then the world becomes unreal. Don't do the other thing. As they say, don't put the cart before the horse. The first thing should happen first. What is the first thing? Know yourself. First thing is not proving the world as an illusion. No, that is not the first thing. Shift your attention onto yourself. My dear child, this is what you have to do. And this is all you need to do. Then what will happen? Just like in the dream, how by awakening the dream world disappeared, it became instantly a matter of illusion. In the same way, when you get awakened to the higher consciousness, the reality in you, the real in you, that very same moment, the essence of this world will be clear to you. What is this world? Darpana Drishyamana Nagari Tulyam. Bas. Right. Sometimes you wake up from the dream. But the dream is so sweet that you don't want to miss the dream. So what do? Again you close your eyes and try to visualize, because you enjoyed it. You're sad that it broke. So you try to recreate. How much ever you do it, it has lost its originality. It is a mere imagination after that, isn't it? Why? Once you have woken up, then that dream becomes like Darpana Drishyamana Nagari only. You can't enjoy. The reality is lost. Isn't it? So this first verse tells what we are supposed to do in life. What we are supposed to do? Know thyself. This is the message. And Bhagavān Shankaracharya says, anyone who has done this. What is the test? The test is, for him, the world must be absolutely non-existent. This is the test. This is the test of knowledge. This is the test of liberation. Anyone who has reached this stage, what is the stage? For him, self alone should be existent, rest everything should be non-existent, like dream. If a person has reached that, I have no hesitation in considering him Dakshinamurthy, Lord himself. That is the meaning here. My prostration unto Dakshinamurthy. Who is he? The definition, now if you see the definition, it is about some individual who has achieved this. But Bhagavān says, I consider him as Lord himself. There is no difference. Because the Lord has taken that avatar in order to give this knowledge. This person has achieved that knowledge. Now he is reveling in the state, Aham Brahma Asmi. That Aham has become equal to Brahman. They are one. So no, I have absolutely no hesitation in prostrating unto him with the feeling that he is Sakshat Brahman alone. In fact, Guru Mūrtaye means, if my Guru has attained that state, my prostration unto him. I consider him not as an individual, but Bhagavān himself. There is no difference between Guru and Bhagavān. Right. Now, the student is wondering. It's very clear. Even if there is an iota of reality which is there in your mind for this world, what does it mean? You are still in the realm of ignorance. Take the dream example. In the dream, you see, all these things are real, but I mean, all these things are illusion, but I think this one is real. In the dream, are you still sleeping or awake? 99% of the thing, you think that I think these are all illusion, dream only, but this I think it is real. Sometimes in dream, you doubt whether am I dreaming or is it real? If there is a doubt, then you are still dreaming only. Sometimes this state comes, isn't it? You are dreaming, suddenly a doubt comes. Am I dreaming or is it? If you have even an iota of doubt, know for sure you are dreaming. So this is the test of knowledge. And that's why we say Dakshināmūrti Stotram is ultimate. The thing as it is. Now look into yourself. Do you belong to the category of jnani or ajnani? You know. Whether others have misconceptions or not, you are very clear. That clarity is enough for doing sadhana. Right. What others talk about you, you don't have to give any value to it. Others may praise you. Oh, this person doing so many hours of sadhana is a great Mahatma. You look into yourself and ask this question. Have I reached this state? If you have not, then you are still a nobody. It is a humbling, statement. Ever remain humble. We are nobodies. We are nowhere in the path of spirituality. To the extent we have this attitude, to that extent our speed in spiritual sadhana, spiritual progress will be faster. Ever remain humble. To the extent humility is there, to that extent progress. So these are the verses which you should treasure. You should treasure it because the ego just cannot raise its hood. You ask this ego, have you reached this? Then shut up, keep quiet. Just by studying some books, some scholarly, giving some talks, inspiring talks, studying some scholarly books, able to intellectualize things and impress others, it's of no use. It's all noise. The question is one, have you reached this? If you have not reached, keep quiet. What is the state? The state of I alone am. As long as there is satyatva buddhi in the world, the feeling that this world is very real, mahatva buddhi in this world, that this world is very important, it is very useful for me. As long as this kind of buddhis are there, so long understand we are still beginners. We have a long way to go. Ever remain at that level. Right. Spirituality is not too much of intellectualization. No, spirituality is all about experience. We are not interested in anything else. We are interested in only one thing, experience. Because experience equal to knowledge. Nothing else is knowledge. You have read this book, that is ignorance alone. No, I am convinced, that is also ignorance. Your Shravanam and Mananam is ignorance alone. What is knowledge? Experience is knowledge. What should be the experience? This self in me is everything. The rest, everything other than this self is an illusion. Then alone I can consider myself as an awakened being. Right. So therefore, what is the message of the teacher to the student? Uttishtata, jagrata, prapyavaran, nibodhata. Uttishtata, arise, awake. You are sleeping. It's the slumber of ignorance. You are still not awake. The proof of an awakened being is he knows himself. How does he know? Sakshat kurute. Advayam atmanam sakshat kurute. The experience is I alone am. I alone exist. This I in me is the most important thing. There is nothing important, more important than I. And this is exactly what happens after dream also, isn't it? The whole dream world existed in me. I alone existed. This dream borrowed its existence from me. It was a borrowed existence. I existed. I alone existed. In the same way, we must wake up from this waking world also. Right. Now the beauty of this instruction is, entire focus is upon the self. Put in another words, Guru is telling, you are the most important. Tat Tvamasi. Don't give importance to the world. Don't ignore the self. The mistake we have done is, we have ignored the most important thing and we are going after the illusory things. Guru is telling, wake up. Prabodha Samay, you will come to know everything else other than you is an illusion. You alone are real. Turn your attention unto you. Right. But the poor student, he is still in confusion. Right. He is looking at Guru. Guru also looks at him and feels compassionate for him. Because now Guru has spoken from his level. Where is the student? Student is at his level. Guru understands. Now Guru is coming down to his level, because that is essential. Because now the student has lot of questions. Oh Guru, you mean to say the world is an illusion? Yes. But why did this world come in the first place? Who created this world? Why is this world created? With what is it created? When was it created? So many questions. And now Guru, what you call? In his inimitable style, in one verse, all these questions are answered. Right? So what are those questions? And how these questions are answered, we will see in our next class. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhave Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om